Hey everyone, I hope you're well. So today's video is something a little bit different. There have been a couple of times over my life where I have really embarrassed myself, and every time I think back to these I cringe and like hate myself inside. So I wanted to share a couple of these stories with you so you can laugh at my expense and maybe comment and let me know that I'm not the only one that embarrasses myself to this extent. A couple of these stories involve boys and dates. I think one of them doesn't. Let's start with that one. Let's ease ourselves in. Okay, so one of the main stories that I always think back to and laugh and cringe about is when I was at uni. We used to have like group tutorials, I think we called them. There were like 10 of us in each class assigned with a tutor, and each week we would meet up and discuss how our projects were going. I did a photography degree, and so we used to go around in a group talk about our work and what's happened. I was really ill at one of these. I think I must have had a flu or something. I probably shouldn't have been at uni. I just remember feeling so ill. My body was aching, my nose was running, like I was sneezing, I was coughing everywhere, but I still wanted to go to uni. I loved it. So I remember I was like, I need a tissue, my nose is running. So I reached into my rucksack, pulled out a tissue. I had a pack of tissues in my bag to wipe my nose with, went like this in front of the class, and then realised that I was wiping my nose with a sanitary towel, like a pad. I don't know what happened, but I was so embarrassed. I think my face must have gone bright red. I looked at it, it was one of those like purple always ones, so they're not like subtle, it was bright purple. I just looked at it and put it straight back in my bag and spent the rest of the day in utter embarrassment. My second story was back in 2011. I was on a date. I think I'd met this guy from Plenty of Fish because I used to use it all the time back in the day, and he was a lovely French guy. It was our first date. We went to a wine bar and I think we had 2 bottles of wine between us. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I was an utter lightweight, I still am, and I was wearing big heels. And we walked back to the station together. In fact, I think we were holding hands back to the station. I found Frenchmen I've dated are very like romantic and touchy-feely, so we were holding hands. London Bridge Station, walking down the stairs, and I remember thinking to myself, I've got to be really careful here because I'm quite drunk and I'm wearing heels, so I have to be careful not to trip. Just as I thought that, I slipped down one step and I was like, oh my god, really embarrassed, but I was like, right, okay, I need to try even harder now not to fall. We kept walking down these stairs, hand in hand, chatting about something, and then I just slipped again, but this time it wasn't just one step, it was an entire flight of stairs at London Bridge Station. If I can find a picture of those stairs, I'll insert it here, because whenever I walk past them now, I laugh my head off. I literally just bobbed the whole way down. I have no idea how I managed to do it, but I have never felt embarrassment like that. He was in utter shock. I just feel more bad for him, because to have seen me just like go disappear and like bob down stairs, I remember all these people around me were like, no, but he ran to the bottom of the stairs and I was just like sat in shock, and he was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I remember him like kissing me and being like, are you okay, are you okay? And I just burst out laughing because that's the only reaction I could muster, just hysterical laughing. That was quite bad. Another one. So this third story involves a boy. I must have been about 14 or 15, it was quite a while ago. I met this boy at a family friend's birthday party. He was really hot, he had long shaggy hair and I loved that. And we swapped numbers at this party and we were texting for quite a while, a couple of weeks, on my like Nokia 3210. He got a little bit forceful in these texts, not forceful, but I'd never kissed a boy by that point and I'd certainly never done anything with a boy before, so I was a bit, this is quite TMI, but I remember him talking about sexual things together, and we had arranged for me to go around his house. He had like a shed that his dad built him, and we were going to go and hang out in his shed and watch films and stuff, and he had mentioned perhaps me touching him, stuff like that. This is very TMI. He lived quite far away as well. So the day came and I was just like, I'm really not feeling this, like I don't want to do that with him, I haven't even kissed anyone yet, like it just grossed me out a bit, and so I told my mum that I didn't want to go. My mum was like, that's fine, you know, like send him a text, let him know that you can't come and maybe we can go shopping instead together. And I was like, okay, great. Sent him a text being like, oh, I'm ill, sorry, I'm not going to make it. And then I text my best friend at the time being like, oh, I just cancelled my date so I could go shopping with my mum. I'm so excited to get out of that, whatever. And I texted to him. I don't actually think he ever texted me back, but I was devastated. It's that moment when you realise you've sent something to the wrong person and your heart sinks and the ground swallows you up. It was horrendous. And my mum actually refound his Facebook page last week and sent it to me. He's married now. Good for him. Okay, so my last one actually happened like last week. I don't know if this is funny or not, but it really, really embarrassed me. I was at a baby shower for some family friends, a girl that I've grown up with since we were like 5. Our parents have worked together, and I was talking to her little sister, who is the same age as my sister. We get on really well, and we haven't kind of spoken in a while, so we were having a nice catch up. My mum was also there, and this girl's friend was there that I hadn't met before, and we were talking about me being single, going on all of these dates and how bad they were, and I was like, oh, if you've got any like guys you can set me up with, like let me know, I'm up for that. And her friend were like, oh wait, well how about this person, how about this person, and then I said to my friend, oh, your boyfriend, I was obsessed with his brother back in the day. His brother was in a band when I was like 15, and I was obsessed with him, and she now dates his brother. So I was like, I used to have the biggest crush on him back in the day. And then her friends next to her was like, oh yeah, that's my husband. And I was just like, wait, what? I'm so stupid. It was really, really embarrassing. I just wanted to die. My mum was standing there wetting herself laughing. She absolutely loved it. In fact, I think she knew that that was who that girl was, but she didn't say anything to me. So yeah, I was really bad. I have another really embarrassing story, but it's very TMI, and I have only ever told my closest friends. It involves a tampon. Maybe I will share it with you one day. Let me know if you want to hear that, and I'll record it. But it's very graphic. I can't, and if I do film it, I can't quite believe that I will have filmed it and put it out there on the internet. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I have had thousands of embarrassing moments. These probably aren't even the funniest. I just have the worst memory as well and can't quite remember them, but if I think of them I will definitely film another. Definitely leave me a comment down below, let me know what your most embarrassing moment has been too, make me feel a little less bad. Have a lovely Sunday, and I will see you next week.